We have one final task here to get this server just that much farther along in the implementation we're looking for. And that is to tell the machine to go ahead and enable all the Hyper-V roles and role services to make this a Hyper-V machine right from the get-go as part of its initial installation. That enabling of the Hyper-V role exists as part of what's called a Windows optional feature here because it already exists in the operating system itself. And so we can take a look here at all the different optional features that actually exist on a copy of Microsoft Windows with the get Windows optional feature command. Now in this case, I'm not worried about what exists on this machine, my Windows 10 machine. So I do have to path it to that offline location where we have this copy of the mounted WIM. And so if I run this command here, it will give me the very long list of features and role services that are either enabled or disabled by default when the machine first installs. So you can see them here, file services and file and storage services and the software load balancer. The list is actually very, very long here because of how many roles and features exist on a copy of Windows Server 2016. So let us constrain this by then piping it into where feature name and then let's just take a look at the Hyper-V ones. So right there. This will give me the list of Hyper-V related, or at least those that then look like this string that I've searched for here, that relate to Hyper-V as potential features and roles I could install onto this machine. Here is Hyper-V, the online and offline parts of it, the features itself, the management clients, and also the PowerShell management bits. The hard part with this view is that you don't actually see which of these are reliant on which other of these. We don't have the nice tree view like what we saw earlier when we were attempting to take a look at the Windows features that existed on a system. I can tell you, however, that if we attempt to then enable the Microsoft Hyper-V feature name and then all the associated features as well, that will get us all the necessary bits we need to make this a Hyper-V machine. So let's then enable just specifically Hyper-V and then all the other surrounding stuff as well. We'll do that with enable Windows optional feature. Again, with the path being equal to C offline, that location. And then the feature name here being Microsoft Hyper-V with the -all parameter to say, you know what, give me everything else that's required to make this happen. This will enable those features there on this mounted version of the WIM so that when we then install this as a Windows server, Hyper-V will be automatically available for use. I particularly dig this particular commandlet here because the extra couple of reboots that Hyper-V requires just adds that much more time in installing a new copy of Windows Server. So being able to have this all happen all at once really greatly reduces the amount of time I have to sit and wait for my hosts to complete their reboot.